Hi everyone, my name is Holly Darling and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you a really fun Valentine's theme tutorial, or any time of the year because who doesn't love hearts? So first let me show you this pair of jeans that I made a few years ago. Made these jeans and then I did these heart cutouts on the legs, and I can show you some better pictures here. So I love those jeans. Everyone seemed to love those jeans. So I wanted to try to go bigger and do similar heart cutouts, but on a dress. Bigger hearts, bigger canvas. I can show you a few better pictures here. So for this video, I'm going to show you the steps you need to do those heart cutouts. You can do this on a dress, a skirt, jeans, whatever garment you'd like. This is just the steps for the cutout itself. Just a note on what kind of garment you do. You do want something with a little stability. So your fabrics, you want like denim, twill, kind of bottom weights, anything with a little more structure. You could probably even do it with cotton as long as it has some like interfacing or some stability to it. First, let's take a look at the tools you need. You will need some paper heart templates, and I do go over this in the tutorial. You need a fabric marking tool, whether it is a heat erasable pen like this one, a fabric marker, tailor's chalk, whatever you like. You will need some fusible interfacing, of course some scissors, some pins. This is a roll of hem tape that we use to keep the facing in place on the wrong side. And of course, your sewing machine. Okay, so let's just get into it. Okay, so first of all, I did fully construct my dress from start to finish, including the hem. If you're making a dress, you can do the cutouts on the skirt piece before you construct your dress. I just wanted to do it this way because I wanted to be able to fully visualize where the hearts were going to be placed. And the best way to do that was to be able to wear it and have it fully finished. So, the dress is finished. I'm going to set that aside. So the first thing I did was make 3 heart templates. You can just do one size heart. I chose 3 different sizes, but I made these just out of regular computer paper. Best way to do that is to fold your paper in half, draw your heart and cut it out while it's folded in half. That way it is nice and symmetrical. Again, I have my 3 different sizes here. Next, I cut out squares of my fabric. I used the same fabric as my dress because I didn't want any contrasting fabric or contrasting colors of fabric to show through. But if you don't have enough scrap, you can use whatever fabric you'd like. But you need squares, slightly larger than your hearts, preferably about 1/2 inch or more on either side. And then on the wrong side of the fabric, you should apply some interfacing, fusible interfacing, preferably. You can do sew-in as well. This will give it stability. And you also need to finish the 4 sides of each square, all 4 sides. I used my serger, if you can see it there. You can also use a zigzag stitch, or you can fold over each edge and stitch it. If you do that, make sure you make your square big enough so you have that extra room. And as you can see, I made these squares for all 3 sizes. Again, interfacing on the back, finish the 4 sides. And I made a bunch in each size. Now you're going to take each square, and on the wrong side, the interfacing side, place your heart in the center and trace it on. Okay, those are all drawn on. So now I'm going to take my dress. I'm going to lay it out. And I am going to start playing with the placement. Now I'm going to play with this more off camera a little bit. I'm going to put it on my mannequin to really get an idea of where I want them placed. But say you've found a place. You're just going to pin it on, and you want it to be right sides of the fabric together, so the wrong side with the inner facing and the drawn heart facing up. And just don't forget, you only want it through one layer of fabric. I'm just going to pin it on. Don't pin it too close to the heart. Pin it a little bit away so that when you're stitching, you're not getting too close to those pins. So you're going to do that with every heart that you find your placement for. I'm going to go figure out my placement and I will show you when it's done. Okay, so I have my placement. I know it's hard to see my full dress here, but I have it on the front and the back. I'm doing cutouts on both sides. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go to your machine, and for each heart, you're going to, with a straight stitch, you're going to very slowly and carefully stitch all around each heart directly on your drawn line. Okay, so I'm going to start at the very lower tip of the heart and very slowly going slow will help you move around those curves. Of course, you can always lift up your presser foot and move your fabric slightly if you need to. Okay, so I'm at that middle point of the top of the heart. So now I am going to lift up my presser foot and pivot to go this way. Make sure you back stitch at that point. So it's stitched on there, and from the other side. Okay, and once they are stitched, you can cut out the center of the heart. So just kind of grab it, make a little snip in the center or near the center, and you're just gonna cut the heart. I would go about 1/8 of an inch from the edge of where your stitching is. And then what you want to do so those curves stay nice is you want to clip into that little bit of seam allowance, but be very careful not to clip through the stitching. So right up to the stitching, but not through, and all around the curve of the heart. You also want to clip into the bottom corner. And also the top corner here, the top point, kind of clip off that little triangle. Again, do not cut through the stitching. I'm going to show you an alternative way to do that. Here's another heart I stitched on. So another way to do it is with pinking shears, if you own these. This will trim your seam allowance as well as kind of clip into the seam allowance all at once. So if you use these, I'm going to use my regular scissors to get in there first. So if you use the pinking shears, again, very carefully because you don't want to actually cut your stitching. I'll keep going around the entire heart, but you can see there it does those little triangular cuts that helps clip into the seam as you trim. Okay, so the next step, no matter which way you trim that, is you're going to turn this facing, the square is your facing. You're going to turn it to the inside. This point here can be a little tricky to get out, but turn it to the inside, and we're going to give that a good press. Okay, giving that a good press. You can also use a point turner to make sure you get that top point out good. But if you give that a good press, it'll be nice and clean from the outside. Now we have to think about what we're going to do with this facing, because we don't want just this flopping around everywhere, right? So I am going to use, it's like hem tape, and I'm just going to cut off some pieces, stick it underneath the facing on all sides. If you hit it with the iron, it'll adhere it. And it's down. So I'm going to do that. You can do it on all 4 sides. You could probably also do it with just 2 of the 4 sides and it'll hold it down enough. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do the 2 sides because then the other 2 won't flop around. Another option, which I'm not going to do because I like the clean finish. I'm just going to press this good. Get some of this steamed out. But another option is you can top stitch from the right side around the heart. I'm not going to do that because I want the clean finish. But that's it. I'm going to repeat that with every single heart. Here we have the final results. And this goes all the way around my skirt. Let's look at it from the wrong side. So on the inside here, you have these square facings, and again, I just held them down by 2 sides with that hem tape. You can top stitch if you like. That's it. I hope you found this helpful. I'm going to put this dress on and show you what it looks like.